Hello and welcome all of my fellow Paragon fans. In this video, I'm going to be discussing my personal experience with Predecessor's Early Access after 45 hours of playtime, and if it really is worth the $20 price tag. But before we get into that, I do want to mention that I am getting over the flu, so I do apologize for any raspiness in my voice over the course of the video. Now, if you like Predecessor content, please smack a like on the video, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell set on the all option so you never miss one of my uploads. First off, I want to explain that Predecessor is a MOBA. Well, what makes a MOBA specifically? That would be teamwork, strategy, objectives, positioning, that type of stuff. In Predecessor, it is very important to play your role effectively. The support needs to be there to keep the ADC alive. The ADC needs to focus last hits to outfarm the enemy ADC and be able to pick up early game kills to advance their lane. The mid lane needs to focus last hits as well and push up their lane while alerting the rest of the team to enemies traveling throughout the mid lane to go to other lanes for ganks and such. The solo lane needs to focus getting as strong as possible, then pushing up their lane and leaving to come assist their teammates. And the jungle has to do a bit of everything. They have to take on the enemy jungler, make sure they are the one getting red and blue buff. They have to clear camps fast enough so they are strong enough to gank lanes efficiently, and they have to be taking objectives like Fangtooth and Mini Prime before the enemy team gets them. So what was the point of breaking down the basics of a MOBA, and more importantly, Predecessor? Well, that is because this is an actual MOBA, unlike Overprime, which is a brawler, arena, shooter style of game. In Overprime, you don't have to focus objectives nearly as much, and you are always fighting, always brawling, constantly, which is fun. But it's not a MOBA. The point in bringing up Overprime in this equation is because, again, Predecessor is a MOBA. If you like team-based, slower gameplay where almost every death matters and getting objectives can massively improve your chances of winning, then yes, I'd say Predecessor is worth the $20. But also, some of you may be thinking, now it's $20? Let me explain. From December 1st to December 14th, all bundles of Predecessor were 50% off, meaning you could get the base pass to early access for $10. And yes, I have seen some people say that Predecessor is a scam because of this, which doesn't make any sense because they are in early access and looking for quality feedback, not how many numbers they can get. And the 50% off deal is a sale. That's all. Just a 2-week period of 50% off sales for celebration of early access. It's not a scam. But if you like MOBAs and you don't mind spending $20 for a beautiful game that runs incredibly well and features both incredible visuals and audio with a fantastic core gameplay loop, I'd say pick up Predecessor. But if you like a more arena brawler style game where it's just pure battling fun and the game is free, then I'd say play Overprime. For me, personally, I see a huge future for Predecessor. The game is already on Unreal Engine 5, and it really looks and functions like it. Personally, I haven't run into a single bug throughout my 45 hours of playtime, which I appreciate, because sometimes in early access, there are loads of bugs, but Predecessor actually feels like a finished game already, and it feels like OG Paragon. But I'd like to take this time now to discuss the actual future of Predecessor and why I am so excited to continue playing and investing my time into what Ometa Studios created. For one, as I stated previously, Predecessor is already on Unreal Engine 5. This is fantastic news because it's one way of proving that Ometa Studios is here to stay. They are here to work on Predecessor and keep it running, not just grab up as much money as possible on a half-done Unreal Engine 4 build and then call it quits in 6 months down the line. Secondly, Ometa is focusing the core gameplay over features, which is something I touched on in 2 other videos. And the core gameplay over features is in no way a bad thing. hammering down the fluidity of the game itself to be as smooth as possible, while also adding content as soon as they can is definitely an incredibly smart choice, and I respect Ometa for making this decision. Thirdly is the fact that Ometa is for gamers by gamers. People that actually played and loved Epic's Paragon, and have worked their absolute hardest to create something that gives us OG Paragon players crazy nostalgia, and even gives new players great MOBA vibes too. Fourthly is the content. Ometa has already shared a ton of updates with us about the direction they plan to take Predecessor in, through old and loved characters, brand new characters, amazing skins of their own, and massive quality of life changes. So I can confidently say that the future of Predecessor looks incredibly bright. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and comment. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell set on the all option, as these two buttons help out tremendously as well. Also, if you have any questions, concerns, thoughts, or anything Predecessor related, please leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and take care, my fellow Paragon fans. I'll see you in the next one.